This is a 1959 RCA Victor 14-inch portable TV. I just got it fixed and working. It's mostly adjusted and looks pretty good. There's still a few little tweaks to be done to it. Right now I've got a G.I. Joe cartoon ready to play. A good action cartoon looks pretty good on a black and white TV and is good for a demonstration. So I've got a older but obviously much newer DVD player here, portable DVD player, and it's hooked up through RCA cables to this RF modulator. And the modulator is set to channel 3. So we're modulating on channel 3 through the coax cable to actually a fairly old matching transformer or balun, which is probably an antique itself, to convert the 75 ohm coax back into 300 ohm twin lead VHF and connected to the VHF terminals on the TV, which are attached to the back panel of the case, which has to be on here because it's the only way I can keep this internal 300 ohm antenna lead connected. And there's actually in the corner there's some other matching resistors and capacitors in there, so that's why that's got to be there. This TV only has a VHF tuner on it right there, the big box with the tuning knob coming out. So it has channels 2 through 13, and there's also a label of UHF on there. The TV was available with a UHF tuner also, and so if you tuned the VHF tuner to UHF, it then read whatever channel was selected on the UHF tuner. In 1959, a cheaper TV would not necessarily have both tuners in it, as the UHF stations were fairly new at the time. The sort of oval-shaped metal box contains the flyback transformer and also another vacuum tube, which is a high voltage diode to complete the high voltage circuit. And I don't know if the TV originally came like this, but pretty unsafe for the time. You can see that there's not even one of those suction cup looking pieces of plastic to hold the second anode in there. You can clearly see the bare leads for the second anode connected to the CRT. Okay, I'm going to get a light here to give us a little bit more light to see here. So you can see the back of the CRT neck, and there's a number of larger vacuum tubes down here. And then as we come around to the side, because it was a smaller portable TV, they actually used a pretty early printed circuit board on here. And the smaller vacuum tubes were simply mounted to the printed circuit board. A lot of these vacuum tubes have a metal shield around them because they're dealing with some weaker signals, and so for shielding purposes they have that tube around them. We've got the speaker, and then if you look down in here, all the new yellow capacitors replaced a lot of the old wax paper or paper and oil capacitors that were original It looked like the TV was actually original. It doesn't look like anything was ever changed out on it. And the sound does work, so I'll turn this up. One thing that I thought was cool about CRTs is, you know, they are just a piece of glass, and so a lot of times if you look on the edge or slightly from behind, you can actually still see the picture being projected onto the front of the screen. This TV has lost some pieces of the Aquadag conductive material on the back, but it hasn't lost enough to where it doesn't work. And also the tuner works too. So right now we're modulating on channel 3. I can go ahead and change this to channel 4. And of course there's nothing there, and I can switch the modulator to channel 4. And channel 4 works also. And we can go back to channel 3. Nothing on channel 3. I'll switch the modulator back to channel 3. And there it is. Okay, I'll turn the lights down. You can clearly see the tubes glowing. Harder to see the small ones. There is some light still coming through here from the windows. So the cell phone camera's not adjusting the best for there. But we'll go ahead and turn this up a little bit. And we'll just do a demonstration.
Fighting to save the day. He never gives up, he's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe is there! G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
All right.